In this video, we'll see the basics of how to use auto layout to make your design fully responsive and adapt to the size of your frame. To add the auto layout, you will basically need two objects to wrap inside our auto layout frame. Or you can add the auto layout to a single object as well. These objects can be any shape, icon or text. Let's start by creating two rectangles as objects to add inside the auto layout. To add the auto layout, select both objects and then click on this plus icon in the right panel. Or you can use the shortcut Shift A to add the auto layout. After adding the auto layout, you can see the auto layout frame icon in the layers panel. When you click on the drop down, you'll see which objects or frame are wrapped in this auto layout frame. Let's rename our objects and our main auto layout frame. On the right side, you'll see the auto layout panel. In this panel, you'll see the layout option, alignment option, spacing option, and horizontal and vertical padding. If you select the objects that are side by side and add the auto layout, you'll get the horizontal layout by default. You can change the spacing between our objects by typing the value here. And change the padding inside the main auto layout frame by changing the horizontal and vertical padding. Let's fill our auto layout frame with a slightly different background color for better understanding. You can also add the stroke to the main auto layout frame. To change the layout from horizontal to vertical, you can simply click on this down arrow symbol. It will change the layout while keeping the same spacing and padding. By doing this, our horizontal spacing option changed to vertical spacing. Now if you change the value, you can see the vertical gap between our objects is changing. Let's go back to the horizontal layout. Select an object by holding the control and then click on the object. Then use the shortcut Ctrl D to duplicate this rectangle object. It will be added automatically to the right side while keeping the same gap between all the objects. You can use the arrow keys to move and change the position of the objects easily in our auto layout frame. Now let's see the wrap layout option. It is useful for creating a responsive design. Click on this third option and you will see the icon changes in the alignment option as well. Now if you decrease the width of our main auto layout frame, you can see that the new rectangle moves to the next row. To use the alignment option, let us increase the auto layout frame width and height to a larger number. We use the width 500 and height 500 as well. Now if you change the alignments, you'll see the objects are placed in the frame accordingly. From this point, you can change the spacing option to auto. This will place the object far left and far right while maintaining the padding we set. Click on the alignment option and press X to toggle between spacings or simply double click to do the same. Change the layout to vertical and you'll see the object placed far top and far bottom while having auto spacing between them. You can also change the alignments here from top to bottom or left to right. Now let's create the button easily with auto layout. Simply type in the button text, change the styles as you like. Select this text and use auto layout. This will add the text inside our auto layout frame. Now you can select the text auto layout frame, change the fill to the button background color. Change the paddings and you can also change the corner radius for the button. Import an icon from any icon plugin. Simply drag and drop this icon to our button frame and change the spacing between them. Similarly, you can add one auto layout frame to another auto layout by dragging and dropping inside it. By doing this, you'll get an additional resizing option. If you select the frame and type the width value, it will set to the fixed width. If you change it to the hug contents, it will go back to the initial width by maintaining the padding and spacing between the objects in that frame. And if you change it to the fill container, the width will change according to the width of our parent auto layout frame. Hold Ctrl and Shift, then select our rectangles only. Add auto layout to it. It will create a new auto layout frame with only rectangles. The layout option is horizontal for it. Now select the main auto layout frame, and if you change its layout option to vertical, you'll see that both frames are top and bottom acting as individual objects. Change this rectangle layout option to vertical again. Change these rectangles to image, a heading, a small description, and you created your first card in Figma using auto layout. Watch the part 2 of this video to learn in detail how to design this hero section in Figma using auto layout. That is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.